Welcome to Brian Kessler Presents. I'm very honored that you're spending time here today. Let me start off by asking you a question. In your travels, have you ever come across something that was really cool, but you wished it was something completely different in form? Well, welcome to my life. Over the last couple of years, I've been looking for great finds that I could repurpose and transform from something that I liked into something that I love. Well, today I've got a highlight reel of a small project I recently finished, and I hope it'll inspire you to take on that project you've been thinking of for a while. And I also hope you'll stay with me for larger and small projects I've got to share with you down the road. Well, it's time to get started. We're up here in my office, Pete's down at the feet, and we are going to put together what I hope to be the most amazing decor pillow ever. This was a tapestry I recently found at a charity thrift store in our area. It was $30. It had hooks on the back, it had a pole pocket and everything to hang on the wall, bullion fringe and ivory at the bottom, but I said, that would be an amazing pillow. So that's what it's gonna be, and I'm gonna take off the Old English type at the top. Don't like that look or feel. Normally I don't even like tapestries, but this was something else. So I went ahead and decided I was gonna need to make my own insert. I love feather down. It just has a more luxurious feel. It's got more body and it's a lot more comfortable to lean up against, especially if you're gonna read in bed. So I went ahead and bought two of these. Inside is a pair of feather down pillows. And once I get the pillow done, I will make my own muslin feather down insert for the inside of it. Now I wanted something nice on the back, and I didn't want just any scrap fabric I had laying around. So I went to S.R. Harris in our area. It is a big warehouse full of remnant fabrics, and they had 2.5 yards. Had to buy the whole thing, but that was okay. 2.5 yards of wool coating fabric. So you would see this on a gentleman's or a lady's coat. Wanted the body. It doesn't have any stretch in it, but it's velvety soft and a nice complement to the tapestry on the front. Then, of course, in my true fashion, I found the coolest, but not the cheapest bullion fringe, but not any bullion fringe. This has 5.5-inch length strands, but there's a tassel on the end of each one. I only found one website that had it, and once I saw it, I had to have it. From another website, I went ahead and bought this from Etsy. I think I got them both from Etsy, different places. I can tell you where I found them. Just send me a note. Found this lipped silk cord, and that is going to be a nice tuxedo trim around the perimeter before you get to the bullion fringe. And I just love the look of this, and it's just so much. It's so easy to put into anything. It looks difficult, but it's not. I say that now. The sewing machine isn't even out of its case yet, so still wish me a lot of luck. Pete, get out of those plants. You're gonna get sick. Get out. Last but not least, how about an invisible zipper? Should the inside ever need to be taken out, changed out? So here we have it. I ordered this from Amazon because these are really hard to come by these days, and they had the right length I was looking for. So now that we have it all here, let's get started. Normally I'd leave about a 1/2-inch seam allowance, but since this is a little bit heavier material, I'm gonna do 3/4 of an inch. Just like anything you pull out of the laundry basket, the dog is gonna get it. Now he's chewing off the price tag. Thanks, Pete. All right, well, after a little bit of Steely Dan, Lindsey Buckingham, Fleetwood Mac, and other 70s favorites, I got the front and the back on, and I got the beautiful silk rope, nice and tight on both sides. It took a couple passes, but the beauty of it is because you're sewing face to face and you're sewing the reverse side, you can take another pass and go closer and closer so that you really don't see any gaps between the silk on this side or that side. Silk rope, that is. All right, so now I've got my 4 brand new feather down pillows. I will be cutting these open and putting them in a larger insert that I'm gonna now make I think, out of some microfiber Cozell sheets. Remember that name? Yeah, me too. Turned out I only had to sew it on 3 sides and left an opening so that I could now take this outside in the yard, as cold as it is, and transfer all 4 of these amounts of feather and down into this, and then bring it back inside and sew it shut, again, without making a terrible, terrible mess. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a huge mess, but it was a mess outside. Very reminiscent of Lucille Ball in the Chocolate Factory, coming at her faster than she can handle. So as much as I dropped a million feathers and down pieces outside, I got a couple 100 million inside, and now all I have to do is sew it up. So while the sewing machine said no, my hands somehow said yes, because I was gonna have this fringe, and I wanted a professional look. Well, some things in life turn out better than you ever imagined them to be, and this was certainly one of those cases. I just love it. I couldn't think of a better pillow for primary bedroom bed, and I know that this is going to be all the more special because I made it myself. Well, I hope you enjoyed that transformation of a wall tapestry that could have ended up in a landfill into a beautiful, luxurious bed pillow that would have cost me hundreds of dollars had I bought it elsewhere. But to me, the biggest gift was what I taught myself. Even the most tedious things that take incredible time, I have patience for them. Patience I never knew I had before. I also taught myself beyond what I knew about using the machine, about hand stitching and trims and fills. That was fun. But these are the projects, my friend, that I could spend all day doing because they're the projects where I lose all sense of time. And to me, I don't know what else I'd rather be doing.